Marsabit County, Kenya's second largest county, is characterized by severe living conditions marked by minimal annual rainfall and soaring temperatures. For years, the region's nomadic pastoralist communities have borne the brunt of extreme weather patterns, most notably prolonged droughts that have devastated both livelihoods and the environment. Entire herd of livestock central to the community's economy and way of life have perished due to water and pasture shortages, leaving families without income and sustenance. However, hope is beginning to emerge thanks to the intervention of the Indigenous resource management organization IREMO. This locally driven organization is committed to bridging development and humanitarian gaps by enhancing coordination, building networks, lobbying, and fostering partnership with local communities.
There are three main approaches that IREMO uses. That is human-based rights, where all are seen as having human rights, whether it's a woman, people with disabilities, and also the men at large. We also have disaster risk reduction, where communities come up with their capacity plans, and through another emerging approach called supporting community-led response, the communities got the opportunity to make their own decision, to make proposals to IREMO and implement their own initiative, where it gives leadership to the communities.
At the heart of IREMO's strategy is the Supporting Community-Led Response SCLR approach. This innovative model places communities at the center of crisis response, recognizing them as the primary actors in disaster preparedness and recovery. Through SCLR, IREMO has facilitated critical interventions such as water tracking to drought-stricken areas, livestock restocking for families who lost their animals, sanitation and hygiene support to prevent diseases outbreaks, and other locally prioritized initiatives that address immediate and long-term needs.
Over time, Indigenous resource management has managed to have partners that it works with, and we have Oxfam, Diaconic Catastro Hilfe, Forum Civ, and also the Christian Sen Fund that have really supported IREMO to reach to the levels that we feel as at now we've had achievements.
In Muda Village, Marsabit County, the daily routine for many women begins with a familiar sight, jerrycans in hand heading out to fetch water. But unlike a year ago, the women are no longer heading to distant rivers or boreholes. They are approaching something far more accessible, a community water tank. Among them is Abe Abrae. She remembers when access to water was a daily struggle and a difficult trade-off.
IREMO umetusaidia, tumepata tangi ingine. Mbeleni sisi wa mama tumehangaika. Saa hii tumesaidika. Lakini mbeleni tumekosa maji. Underground hiyo ni kombali, tunashota na nini, wengine wako na punda, wengine hawana punda, wanashota na mguu huko. Saa hii tumepata tangi kwa hapa karibu, tunashota tu na nini drum.
During the rainy season, The community water tanks are filled with water, offering much needed relief. But in the dry season, the most common and prolonged season in Marsabit, the situation changes. To cope, locals rely on water trucking, where water is brought in by water boozers from Marsabit County. They make income by selling 20-liter jerrycan for 20 shillings.
Kwa sababu maji imejaa na tuko kuuza maji, imetusaidia sana. Mpaka sasa iko almost kuisha juu watu wananunua mpaka utabusa inakuja. Sasa ikiisha, tunatafuta gari, tunajaza, tuna hiyo pesa tulikuwa tumeuza maji. Ndio tunaweka, tuko kujisaidia sana. Pongezi, tunashukuru kwa hiyo tank, kwa hiyo pesa, alafu tumejisaidia sana.
Relief came when a group of villagers, mostly women, along with a few men, came together to form a community group. Seeing an opportunity, they wrote a proposal seeking support from IREMO. The proposal was accepted by Indigenous Resource Management Organization, which awarded them with a grant of 600,000 shillings.
IREMO kwa jumla walitusaidia na 600,000 na ilifanyiwa budgeting upande ya restocking kwa Manyata, ya maji for water tracking na tank pia. Tank tulipata 200,000, water tracking 150, restocking tukapata 250,000.
The project has also extended its impact beyond the village, benefiting internally displaced persons in Marsabit County, reaching over 500 households through Somali Jirime Women Group.
Tunashukuru sana watu wa IREMO kwa sababu walikuwa wametusaidia na pesa fulani. Hiyo pesa ni 345,000. Hiyo pesa tunashikana ni group 3. Each group walikuwa wamepata 115. Sasa vile tumegawana 115, sasa group yetu ile inaitwa Somali Jirime Group yetu tulinunua na tank. Kabla utupe hiyo tank, shida ilikuwa mingi. Tunaenda kutafuta maji 1 kilomita kutafuta maji, na mtungi moja ya maji ni 50 shilling. Shida ilikuwa mingi sana. Hiyo 50 shilling, kuna watu wengi hawakuwa wana afford kununua hiyo maji. Shida ilikuwa mingi. Sasa vile mlitupea hiyo pesa tukajisaidia kununua hiyo tank, tumefaidika sana. Tunashukuru. Shida hakuna, hata wamama wenye wanaenda kutafuta, kuna wengine wanataka kununua maji na pesa wanakosa. Tunapea wa free, tunasaidia juu maji iko kwa tank, hawezi wakapata shida.
Hii mvua ikiisha, bado tuko na mpango ya kuuza kwa tu wenyewe. So kwa ile tunanunua huko town, mtungi tunanunua na shilingi 50. So yetu sasa tutanunua na 30 bob. Ndio pengine hata maji kisha bado tunarudi kuweka maji. Na tumeshukuru sana kwa sababu tangu tufika hapa hakuna NGO ama project wenye walitusaidia na mambo ya maji. Yao tunashukuru sana.
The community also benefited from improved sanitation facilities provided through IREMO's wash project.
Tanki ilinunuliwa, tuliweka order, ilinunuliwa. Baada ya kununuliwa kuna pesa kidogo kidogo ilibaki. Kama hii sasa Manyata yetu tulijisaidia bado na kujenga, kuna toilet hapa mbele na tuko nazo. So hizo pesa ile balance kidogo ilibaki, bado ilitusaidia kujenga hata hiyo toilet. So tunashukuru sana.
With our current supporting community-led response, which is now our mother tongue is called uchum. Uchum is when 2 pieces of wood is being rubbed against one another, it gives out warmth, or it gives out sparks of flame. And from that spark is where the communities now make a hole of warmth into their lives. From that small piece where we have the vertical and the horizontal wood, we make the spark that reaches out to every community, and in the communities around, it signifies rebirth, it signifies life, it signifies much more into communities that feels is vulnerable.
In Segel, several groups have benefited from the supporting community-led response approach, receiving grants for livestock restocking after the majority of community members lost their herds due to drought.
رئيس الدتم شنيتين بدن هم الدتم زكوتي قون نم الدتم تكو قون كركاس من غير رجع رئيس النهار أثلث المقعد إن ما أنت أنا كسر وجرت أنا اللي منه يا أنا جلجة لما خسر من جلجة سكركرنه جلجة كل مدة نشاين ده لكن سكاري جا قرين كمية بدن هم جاني قرين كمية بدن إن ما أنت بدأ سكاسترون قلت أنا يا غرقارات.
Hiyo mbuzi 250 kweli ilisaidia hii Manyata, because hiyo mbuzi zilipewa wale hawajiwezi. Tuliangalia vulnerable people, wale kabisa wameishiwa na mifugo, tukaweza kuwasaidia kila mtu mbuzi 4. Na hiyo mbuzi 4 kwa kweli ni hiyo mbuzi 4 by tuseme miaka ngine moja ujao mtu anaweza kuwa na mbuzi 10 na kitu. Kwa hiyo mbuzi 4, because mbuzi inazaa in short times. That is weather ikikuwa mzuri. Kwa hivyo hiyo kitu ilisaidia sana. IREMO walitusaidia, na sisi pia tumeshukuru ya kwamba na tukajua ya kwamba IREMO kweli wanaweza saidia. Na vile hiyo group wameform wakajisaidia, kuna ya mazingira, kuna machesa. Kwa hiyo group waliandika hiyo proposal, waliandika 4. Group moja ndio waliandika tank, group 3 wakaandika mbuzi yote 3 walipata. Official kwetu ilikuwa msaada kubwa sana. So tumeshukuru sana watu wa IREMO, Oxfam through IREMO pia wamesaidia sisi. Tunashukuru sana. Mission yetu na hii mbuzi tulipropose kununua mbuzi kwa sababu hapa sisi unakuta sisi ni watu wa mifugo. Sisi ni watu wa mifugo, na ukiwa yani cash crop yetu sana hapa ni mifugo. Ni mbuzi na ngamia na ng'ombe. Lakini sana hapa sasa ni mbuzi na ngamia. Tukipata mbuzi, hii mbuzi inasaidia sisi kwa njia mingi. Inatusaidia kwa njia ya kulea watoto yako. Inakusaidia kwa njia ya kupeleka watoto yako shule, school fees. Ukinunua mbuzi 1 ama 2 umepeleka mtoto shule. Hatuna kazi yetu ni through hiyo mifugo tuko nazo. Tukiwa na mifugo watoto wanasoma. Tunaomba msaada mahali ingine, pengine basari inatusaidia mahali ingine. Tukikosa basari, uko na mifugo yako kama uko na mbuzi. That is why sana sisi tuna propose kuwa na mbuzi mingi.
We've managed at least out of the 20 community wards, IREMO has worked in the 5 wards of Marsabit County. If I'll put our interventions in the latest, we managed during the conflict and also during the drought, IREMO managed to give food aid to 2,000 households of both Lesamis and North Hor of Kargi, Maikona, and Turbi wards. Currently, through diaconic catastrophe, Hilfe, IREMO has 720 households that is supporting through food aid, which is ongoing.
Out of 60 proposals submitted, IREMO, in collaboration with Oxfam, successfully supported 20 community groups through the supporting community-led response approach. This model emphasizes locally driven solution, empowering communities to identify their own priorities and take the lead in addressing challenges.
Our latest initiative on supporting community-led response was in partnership of AHN that was supported by Oxfam, where IREMO managed to get 60 proposals from groups in the communities of Jirime and Bubisa locations of Marsabit County. And out of the 60, IREMO managed to award 20 community groups that was supporting about 1,500 households. That translate to 9,000 people. And the project that were done was more than 20, because even in a group, they would do 3 different projects, like I've just shared of Krasha village. Others would do water tracking, restocking of goats to the very, very vulnerable communities among themselves.
IREMO has also enhanced agricultural practices through the crop and livestock husbandry project. This initiative focuses on promoting sustainable farming techniques and improving crop yields. In Bubisa, this initiative has played a key role in reducing malnutrition by enabling families to grow vegetables and legumes year-round.
I would like to appreciate IREMO project and Oxfam donor for supporting us with a tank that, as you can see, our farm is progressing because of that tank or the supply of water. Thank you for supporting us. May God bless you all.
Community also feel like little amount of money that's given to them goes a long way. Like if I'll give an example, if they are given 300,000, would be enough to do several activities for them. A case in point of a village in Bubisa location had were able to use that money to buy ECD sitting equipments. They've managed to build kitchen and also a toilet, and what remains is used by that same community to do small business, to ensure they are like 5 kilometers away from Bubisa town, where out of the grant they managed to bring food stuff into the village, sell it, and whenever they are in need, the whole community of 57 households would manage to respond to their needs. SCLR again is important because it can help to respond to humanitarian issues and also to do development aspect. With this, IREMO feels like SCLR is the way to go because it reduces dependency that have been in the community.
Asante IREMO.
IREMO has received multiple awards in recognition to its successful implementation of various projects carried out in partnership with diverse organizations since its inception.
IREMO has registered several successes or achievements throughout the year. or within its interventions, where IREMO would be accepted in traditional institutions that is really protecting and making laws within the communities of Gabra and Rendille, that of the 5 years of Gabra and the Nabo of Rendille. And in the last year, on 12th of October, IREMO, through its partners and also other stakeholders, after we've done intense trainings, the community leaders accepted that early child marriage shall be declared. They've said no to child marriage within the Gabra community. Also, we are still continuing to train and also get acceptance from the community in Laisamis community of the Rendille, where we've done as well training with the Nabo.
With a mission to promote social justice, gender equality, and resilience among Indigenous communities for sustainable development, IREMO aims to improve the living standards of vulnerable populations in Marsabit County. This is achieved through community mobilization, capacity building, advocacy, and strengthening of institutions at the grassroots level.